No, like I said, listen, music, that's what I want to talk about, and that's why I told you, Paul. It's like I have a few pals that remember really fun times, and like I said, there's loads of lads that aren't on the dance floor anymore because they're dead. Uh, and like I said, I'm gonna try round up a couple of lads that know a bit about music and the community I find myself from. Uh, don't get me wrong, I've been away from that community for many years. Uh, but some of the
Big Mama.
come on, go upstairs.
Big Mama. She's Big Mama. She's Big Mama.
Ouch.
She's Big Mama.
Right.
Asaka.
What percentage am I on?
Where are you going to?
I'm going upstairs. Little cookie.
Are you alive?
An hour. 6 o'clock. Or the community I used to find myself from was a good community, an area called Ballyferma, and a lot of good DJs come from there. And see, through music and sport and education, it can help you, you know. Like I said, one point in my life, music was probably one of the biggest influences in my life, and if the truth be told, music was my first love. And when it comes to music, it's like my father was bang into it. He loved music. He recognised the fact that sick people can benefit from music, if that makes sense. It's like he recognised the fact that there was a lot of sick people in hospitals, like all around Dublin. Like, for instance, you had Jervis Street, you had St. Vincent's, you had other hospitals around the city now. A lot of these are run on donations, and that's one of my dad's jobs. He knew, and you know something, right? While everybody else was sleeping on their day off, my father was in that studio on a Sunday. You know, he'd work from Monday to Saturday. You know, it's like, and then on his day off, he'd be in a radio station helping people who not even God or Jesus Christ can help, you know. It's like it's the same over here. In Liverpool, they have a hospital called Alder Hey, yeah? And there is the best children's hospital in the world. That's what I believe. The staff there, like I said, Alder Hey Hospital, you know, they're connected to an organisation called Make-A-Wish Foundation, right? Now, Make-A-Wish Foundation basically is kids who have secondary cancer or leukemia, and a lot of these children, they look at you and they're so brave, you know, so they have so much courage. It's like, and like I said, you know, entertainment, whether it be music, movies, whatever, it's entertainment, and like I said, music is going to be around forever, you know, and it's like some of the best times of my life was surrounded by music. Some of the guys like that I used to go raving with aren't here anymore, you know. And there is a good group of lads that are left that I've been talking to, and They want to talk about the good times. Like I said, see, music will always be here. It's forever music. It's like music. Everybody can relate to music, okay? Because when it comes to it, right, you know, music, you hear a certain song and it'll lift your mood. You know, you hear a certain song that reminds you of your missus, or one of your parents, you know. It's like, that's what music gave me. Like my father, like I didn't realise it at the time, but it's like, I kind of used to think he only took me so he could make an excuse to take me in for a glass of orange, you know yourself. But my dad taught me music in a way just cause, right, another man's passion is another man's dream, you know, and my dad, like I said, he was very fucking clever when it come to stuff like that. Like, and in all honesty, I fucking hated it before I moved up to Ballyframe. I bleeding hated going out there. It's like, but you know what? I start enjoying going out there and I start fucking watching them. And my father had a specific set of rules. Rule number 1, don't fucking touch anything. Rule number 2, don't fucking touch anything. And rule number 3, don't forget 1 and fucking 2. Simple. You know, but me, of course, my granny always used to say this. See him, if he put his hand in the fire with you, and my mother was the exact same, you know, and I got bollocked over to do silly things. You know. But he did, he learnt me a lot, and I didn't realise it until he passed, you know. Like the lessons that he was teaching me, you know, and like I said, I had one fucking special father, you know, and even though, like, when I was a kid, he was a bollocks, it's like, when he got the heart transplant, I got my dad back, you know, I got the dad I always wanted, and it's not easy when you're a big brother, right, because it's like fucking, I remember the day, like, if I had been Airmark, let's say if Airmark had been older, right, or Alex had been older, they would have been the one getting the bleeding call, but the truth be told, they were still fucking kids themselves. It's like in a fucking shit. I put the fear of God into me because I didn't know what was going on at the time, but my father had a domino heart transplant, and basically what that means is he had the medical terminology is a domino biplasia. Now, the recipient is me dad, and the donor, obviously, the donor died, right? And we were told 3 things about him. Well, I was told 3 things, yeah? Number 1, his age, 13. Number 2, his name was Daniel, just like me father and my little brother, Lord rest his soul. And he was a bleeding city. Mate, he went to city games. He was a fucking regular. Anyway, his parents took a massive. What they did was they give in order for their Daniel to pass away, their son, my dad got his heart. And I'll be honest with you, there was more people worthy of that heart over my father. You know, it's like there was a lot of people that deserved that heart. But when my father got his heart, he turned into that 13-year-old kid. Now, the kid was called Daniel, right? He had a thing called cystic fibrosis, which attacks your lungs, okay? It's like it attacks your lungs and your breathing. And he passed away. And his parents done one of the bravest things in the world that any parent could do. And it's donate your child's organs to science. And my dad ended up getting that heart and I ended up being a perfect match. Hey, Pac-Man, like hearts and like I said, organs like that. it's like that's God, that's fucking biblical shit. Like, because I watched me dad get a 13-year-old kid's heart, yeah, and turn into that fucking 13-year-old kid. And if I'm lying, made me best friend strike me dead, right? And after the fucking operation, the doctor said to me, yeah, he's out for 72 hours. You know, my dad was awake 8 hours after that fucking surgery. And he was fucking saying something, and I couldn't understand what he was saying. But what he was saying was, he's like thirsty. Now, I had to go up to this fucking unit in Widenshaw, critical care unit. You're dressed in scrubs from the top to the fucking bottom. Me father was in a transparent tent. He was like in a big fucking Wendy house, except for you could see through it. Do you understand? If you were doing that and you had to put your hands through this tent, you'd have your own gloves on, fucking scrubs, everything. And my father, he was saying he's thirsty, so they give you this. He's not allowed to have a drink. I can only wet his fucking lips, right? You want to see all the tubing coming out of him. Like, I'm not going to lie, I seen my arse. Because when I went onto this CCU, critical care unit, there was 5 other patients that had similar surgeries to me dad. And they were all there, and every one of them, their chest was stapled from neck down to fucking belly button. Because what they do is, I think they have to crack or break your collarbones or fucking, you know. And then what they do is, like I said, they put in a fucking chest clamp, an expander they call it. It widens your shit, do you understand? And then your heart is stopped, and you're put on a heart and lung machine. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I see my fucking ass. Because when I see my father after getting surgery, his chest was out. He's no top on or anything. And from there to there, he had staples all the way down. You know. And that's why I believe in God, because a miracle happened. My father, listen, I don't believe in coincidences anymore. I believe what I fucking see. And seeing is believing to me. Okay? Anyway, listen. I'm sorry I went off the topic. Tonight, whether I'm on my own or whether I have a couple of people joining me, I'm going to talk about dance music, community spirit, culture, recognition, addiction, alcohol, drugs, mental health, ACEs awareness. You see, I was not ACEs aware for many years. And it's adverse childhood experiences, ACEs. And you know something, yeah? If you learn yourself and educate yourself and make sure you are aware of every bleeding label that you need to know in life. I watched my father as a kid come in after a few drinks, and let's say he was a fucking bowsy, right? But that's why I fucking hate alcohol, because it's destroyed so much. So many of my family, alcohol has destroyed. You know, I'm talking about, like, and I have a few families at home, you know, and not a bother, they can swallow like 10, 12 pints a day, and that's fucking, you know, see me, I've never been a drinker, you know, I turned to drugs. You know, that was like, cause alcohol, I didn't like it, because alcohol changes a man. You know what I mean? It can turn a really nice man into a motherfucker. You know, and when you've had a few beers, you feel really kind of tough, if you want to call it that way. But anybody that puts his hand on his missus or his children is a motherfucker, right? And I'm just being honest. You know, hitting your kids, that is a no-no. Because if you hit your kids, yeah, they're going to end up having aces, right? If your kids see you putting hands on their mother, they're going to have aces, and they're going to think that that's acceptable behaviour, and it's so fucking not. You know what I mean? I remember watching a movie years ago called A Bronx Tale, yeah? And there's a part in the movie where Robert De Niro says to his son, when he finds that money, he's like, here, what, you look up to this guy. This guy is a fucking bully, he's a gangster. You know, people are afraid of him, they fear him. You know what I mean? They don't respect him, they fear him. And that's the difference, but Robert De Niro goes, you know the tough guy is, the real tough guy is the man that gets up every fucking morning at 6 o'clock, hail, rain or snow, and goes out and does his fucking duty. Do you understand? As a man, as a fucking father, as a provider. End the fucking story. Hang on, just let me get a cigarette. But hard work pays off, and there's a topic that I'm very familiar with, and it's called music. Hang on. I don't know, bro.
Well, you only got how many left?
5. I took 2, and you have 5. But yeah, my father always taught me, Jude, hard work pays off. You know, do things the honest way. You know, don't do things the wrong way. You know what I mean? And my father never sent me out to break the law. You know, I chose to do that myself. You know, and like I said, my father was a hard working man. He wasn't a crook or a criminal. He was a fucking working man. And he worked his bollocks off for us. And I let him down because I started selling drugs. So then you become the black sheep of the family. So then you have to do things to get it back. To make up for all the wrongs you did. You have to do some good in your life. You know, it's like not everything is about you. There's other people around you, okay? It's like, and if you're not aces away, it's like, you know something, right? If you can help somebody for free and not ask something in return, you're a noble man. You know, but what I want to do is, now, I love dance music, yeah? So I have a couple of my old friends that want to talk about it, and I didn't think we would, but some of these lads I had the best nights of my life with. Some of these lads I fought before we become friends, you know, and that's how it was. We fought, you know, in order to get respect. It's not just given, it's taken, it's earned. And in the area I'm from, unfortunately, that is how you get your point across with your fists. Because somebody always wants to be a tough guy. And it's like, yeah, it's like being a carpenter and pretending to be a plasterer. You know your fucking role. And if you know your role, see in life, you can be humble, you can be noble, you know, and it's other people that put these labels on you. You can say you're a humble guy or you're a noble man, but if the truth be told, you're a lying bastard. You know, yeah, like I'm not perfect, but where I grew up, it's like carnage, you know, and the mentality never. I always thought, like I have good friends up there that I went to school with. Like I have a great friend up there, Ken O'Driscoll, and he runs Cherry Orchard Running Club, and he's got the housing estate he has them like fucking gladiators. You know, getting up in the morning in the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning on the bikes. You know what I mean? Then fucking, you know, and turn that machine on, head down. Get fucking cycling, mate. You know what I mean? And he has them all. They all have their personal best. Their this, their that. I love the setup he has up there, Ken O'Driscoll. And I'll tell you what, Ballyfermot is very lucky to have a son of Ballyer like him. You know, I went to school with him. I went to raves with him. I fought with him. In Bluebell Flats with the Duns. Me and Ken O'Driscoll. And Harper and Didi. Against Georgie, Bridie, Pato, Jay, the Doyles. You know, it's like, and then we all moved up to Ballyer, like. And I'm proud of where I'm from. But what I have things I like. I have passion in life for certain stuff. Well, yeah, number one being music. And to go back to that scene, back in 1990 to 1992, it was some of the best times I ever had in my entire life. You know, in my entire life. And like I said, my father loved music. Like fucking loved it. And it's like, he realised what music does to sick people. How it can help them, you know. And it's like I said, you know, when my dad ended up getting that heart transplant, a lot changed. You know, in that ambulance on the way to the hospital, yeah, he told me how sorry he was and this and that, and I was like, listen, he kept saying if I don't wake up from this operation, tell your ma and I'm sorry, and I said, here, you fucking will wake up, because I'll shock you back to life. And I was like his priest in that ambulance on the way to the hospital, but I said, here, I took his hand and I put it on my ex-partner's stomach, and I said, you better wake up, yeah, because you have a fucking grandson there, you know. And thank God he woke up, and he woke up a different man. Like my brothers or sister will tell you, my father was a changed man. Because he got a kid's heart. And what you have to understand is, right, I know you might find this hard to believe, but there is 2 organs in your body that stores memory, mass muscle memory, right? And your heart stores 50% of your memories. Now, I know you might not believe that, guys, but trust me, seeing is believing. And this doctor from Glasnevin told me, Jude, your heart stores 50% of your memory. And I'm telling the doctor back then, here, that's fucking ridiculous. How can a heart store 50% memory? You'd ask yourself, but listen, call it evolution, call it Mother Nature, call it a miracle, call it what you fucking want, but like I said, it's like, here, you know that movie Avatar, yeah? You know the part in it, right? Where they get their tail and they pair it with that fucking, you know when they're trying to get on that horse with wings, or that dragon, they have to pair with that dragon, you get it? Now, where hearts can reject. It's your body rejecting the organ. You know what I mean? And your body, your mind is it's so complex. But my father's heart started rejecting. Now, after the operation, we were on the hospital grounds of Wythenshawe. We were there, Jesus Christ. It was the 30th of May. Hang on. It was around the 30th of May that my father between the end of May and July, my father had what's called as a domino heart transplant, a domino biplasia. The kid had cystic fibrosis, his lungs packed in, and he passed away. And because of that kid passing away, my father got to live. My father got that kid's heart, called Daniel, 13 years old. I do not believe in coincidences anymore. It's like most of my life, my eyes, I've looked, but I didn't see. I listened, but I didn't hear. Do you understand? And I'm more aware of it now than ever. And here, my mother guided me to this right now. When my mum passed away, I didn't ask for anything or anything like that, but I have this silver medal, yeah, that in a dream she guided me to, right? Now, my ma has one of these medals, and it's the exact same, but it's in gold. But it's the same symbol because on the back of it, you see Mary, you know, and I think that's the one of the kids of Fatima kneeling before her, you know, just like that statue I have over there. And for 6 years, you know, I've been on YouTube and I wanted to create a platform for a few of the mods and a few of the lads back home to bring a few people together. One last dance, let's say. One last riot. But I want to bring them all on who are there. You know, the ones who are there and the ones that do it. You know, on the dance floor. You know what I mean? We fucking... Yeah, here. Like I said now, you might think this is fucking daft saying this, but dance music, okay? In 1990 to 1992, the crime rate went down in Ireland, in Dublin. The murder rate went down in Dublin. You know why? Because everyone was fucking hugging each other. They were on a love buzz. The 90s was like our Woodstock. Do you understand? And it's like I've had music influences all around me, all my life. I've listened to all kinds of music. You know, I love dance music, but grime is me music. You know, but dance music, like I said, I cannot let these memories die. You know what I mean? And they will fucking die unless I tell the story. But it sounds better when there's other people that are on the same fucking wavelength as you. It's like, and it's been staring me in the face for fucking years. See music. I have me dad on the wall up there, yeah? And I have me little brother, yeah? I have me best mate here, yeah? And it's like, me and my best friend, right? We used to go to these raves together, yeah? We used to go back to parties together. It's like, you know, and he'd fucking die for me, him. You know, that fella there, Robert Murray. And, you know, I fucking miss him. You know, most of my best friends are dead. You know, but, like I said, all you're left with is memories. And a picture on a fucking wall. You know. And it's tough. But like I said, they don't make them like him anymore. You know, the best friend I ever had in my entire life. And a big United fan as well. You know. But, like I said, I have a few people that want to come on. Like, for instance, now, Luke, one of me mods, is like a fucking chief librarian on dance music from a certain time to a certain time, and he's gone to so many fucking events. Now, my mods that I'm gonna bring on my channel, on me fucking STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER STreamyard, we're going to talk about dance music and the culture. And back then, the DJs, the role models, the fucking... everything was about awareness back then, and I was so not aware. Neither were every one of me fucking mates. We was swallowing them, you know what I mean? And they were very clean back then, and fucking, you know what I mean? The crime rate in the city went down because you have to understand, see Dublin now, there's loads, it's just like Manchester. Everyone thinks Mosside is the roughest area in Manchester. No, it's fucking not. My postcode is rougher than fucking Mosside. You know, but you treat people how you want to be treated. You don't know fuckery or being a blackguard or a bowsy, because you're not allowed to do that shit around here. You be fucking told, mate. I'm telling you now. You be fucking told. But tonight I'm going to do it again, and even if I fuck it up again, it's like dance music. Dance music was a love affair. It was a passion. You know, I fucking loved it. You know, and for many years, I used to keep a diary, right? Now, just my own personal diary, you know, fucking. And I was regimented for many years. Regimented. You know, repetition. Practice makes perfect. To be the best at to be the best at what you do, you have to fucking. But anyway, I always had a little studio as a plan B. Not much of a fucking plan B, but I write a lot of shit down. I'm in the process of writing a book. I've had a few family members that have told me not to, because it might hurt me more than it's, you know. But anyway, like I said, see dance music the other day, right? Because I have a couple of me mods, yeah, that, like I said, it took me about fucking 3 hours to put 15 songs together. It's like, see, even though I have a photographic memory, I still forget. The antipsychotics do that, yeah. And I made myself up a little studio, you know what I mean? It's not much. It's like fucking, that's me dad's jersey there on the city jersey. The studio is fucked up. But like I said, see dance music is, it's like it affected a lot of people up in Ballyfermot. In fact, it infected the whole of Dublin. Once ecstasy hit Dublin, everybody that were fucking arguing with each other squashed their beef. Everybody that were fucking gunning for each other squashed their beef. Everybody who fucking hated each other started loving each other. Do you understand? And it was like a fucking tsunami hitting Dublin. But for the greater good. Now I know that might sound juvenile, but I'm going off statistics, numbers. Back then, and if you look from 1990 to 1992, how much the fucking crime rate went down in Dublin, in Ireland, all around the place, because everybody was off their fucking nut. And everybody was like, yeah, live and let live, you know. And it was brilliant, and I felt part of something. It was like a fucking movement, you know, because all the different raves that were all around Ireland, and a lot of the lads up in Ballyfermot, organised a lot of these raves, legal, illegal raves. When the music stopped, it's like we all got in taxis and we'd head for locations all around the city. You know, it's like, and cause I was from Cherry Orchard, and when a lot of people used to come to the parties, you know, here, whatever you need, give me a shout, kind of way. You know, and that's how it is. But listen, I'm going to do a live tonight at 6 o'clock on my StreamYard. If any of you want to come on, you're more than welcome. I have a couple of people that I want to bring on first and talk to them about music, dance music, community spirit. Do you understand? Sheeps, wolves, and dinosaurs. You know, treat people how you want to be treated in life. Never underestimate anybody. Never walk around thinking you're a bowsy or a blackguard and take liberties and fuckery. Yeah, I don't stand for all that shit. But, like I said, tonight, tomorrow, the next day, I'll carry on doing content, and I'm going to refrain from doing lives every day, 5-6 times a day. I'm going to do one at 12 to 1, and I'm going to do one 6 to 7. And then I'll see how it goes. If the people that have made me a promise, I'm just going to see if they fulfill that. So, like I said, every day I post something. I do a live on YouTube, whatever, and the next few days I'm going to be posting stuff on my community page. I'm a son of Ballier, a soldier of Ballier, and I'm straight out of Ballier. And my mother was raised in Ballyfermot, just like me aunties and my uncles. My granny was fucking solid, she was. Do you know what? She was about 4'3", and I was fucking terrified of her. You know what? See my granny beat me more than my mother did. You know what I mean? She didn't take shit, you understand? My granny was a fucking don, and she was a midget, and I was terrified of her. Not terrified of her, but you know what I mean? She kept me grounded, and I don't mean being kept in. I mean, hadn't I fucking done, and if I brought trouble to the door, I was getting checked for it, and corrected. You know, smack in the back of the head, and now if I cursed, I'm taking the Lord's name in vain. She'd be like, you little bastard. She's smacking me for swearing, and she's calling me a bastard. You know, fucking great. You know, and I miss me granny. Because she was a big influence in my life, you know. And she taught me one thing here. I see me dad getting into a couple of arguments with me mother's brothers. And it didn't end well for him. But me granny used to say to me, she said, see, alcohol, that's what alcohol does. It turns a good man into a bad man. You know, it's like, and this is what I'm saying when you're a kid, and fucking grown-ups are throwing cliches at you. Like, for instance, I'll give you a classic one she always used to say to me. See if he put his fucking hand in the fire, would you? You know, that kind of way. And, like, and she would crack me in the back of the head, not a problem. You know what I mean? Yeah, you little bastard, you know that way? I'll get the fuck brush and I'll break it off your back. You know that way? It's like, but me gran raised a family, you know. Me granddad, there must have been a fucking telly in the house because there's loads of them. But I love all me family, you know. It's like, and you always want to make your family proud and shit like that, you know, especially your father. You know, like, I'm, like, fucking hell. I'm still trying to this day to still impress my own father, you know. And even though I didn't need to, you know, he already told me he was proud of me, and that's all I give a fuck about. You know, it's like your kid always wants their father to say that. Son, I'm proud of you. Rather than, son, you're a fuck up. You have to go to England. So, like I said, the last 17 days, weird shit has been happening. Right, and you see that fucking medal on my neck? My mother guided me to that medal. Now, me ma has loads of jewellery. Well, a little bit. My sister has it, but, you know, because she's the only girl in the house, like, you know. But this medal, this silver medal, it means more to me than gold or diamonds, because this was me mother's medal, and I'll wear that till the day I die. And I believe with this medal and my glasses on, I can be calm. You know, like I said, I'm on a lot of antipsychotics and I do forget stuff. so they have to write it down. You know, like I said, some of the side effects are brutal and they're irreversible. You know, there's nothing I can do about it. You know, I just have to carry on. You know, and that's the hard part. But I'm from a place called Ballyfermot, yeah? And I'm gonna make this Ballyfermot well. Fucking Cherry Orchard Avenue awareness. Ballyfermot awareness. And, you know, some of the hardest working people come from Ballyfermot. We're all tarred with the same brush. We're all fucking labelled gangsters, cartel members, fucking murderers, fucking drug dealers, fucking this, fucking that. And he wouldn't be lying. But it's up to some of the fucking grown-ups to say, yeah, that is not the right way for kids to be going. You know, look at where I'm from. In 30 years, I lost 11 friends in Dublin gangland. Yeah, from all over the fucking city. You know why? Because they were chasing that drug money, that white money, that cocaine money. You know, but here, I'd sooner have fucking... See that shit? You're putting your family in danger. You don't realise it. You know, because let's say you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. If you think that other people do not notice that, well, then you're a fucking blind as Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles. Education's the way forward, not selling fucking drugs. Do you understand? It's like Class A drugs destroy communities, they destroy families. It's like, so I know about 5 people that have died in that have had drug overdoses over 30 years. And I'll give you one name. Paul fucking Douglas. My best mate's little brother. Yeah, he was away from heroin for fucking years. He got away from Ballyer. He come to fucking England. Met a fucking chick. Oh, that was the fucking mayor. You want to see the gaff he lived in? He bumped into someone from his past. Someone from fucking Ballyer who convinced him to fucking relapse. And he fucking relapsed and died. He over fucking dosed. You know, that's me best friend's little brother, yeah? Paul Douglas, rest in peace. Now, like I said, I'm a son of Ballyer, a soldier of Ballyer, and I'm straight out of fucking Ballyer, yeah? And I have a mission, a personal mission, you know, and I'm not, like I said, you have to understand something. I am not your average YouTuber. I have my little studio in here, right? And like I said, I have been barking and screaming for many years. And I do not need to do that anymore. Like I said, I have a little channel, a small little following. And you know something? I'm happy with that. You know, I'm happy for what I fucking have. I have a family that loves me. I have 2 fucking brothers and a sister that die for me. You know, do you understand? I have a fucking chick that die for me. My kids that die for me. Do you understand? It's like I've nothing to prove. I've already proven it. My way works. Loose lips sinks fucking chips. Yeah. But what I will say is, football's coming back. You know, but see him over my fucking head. I can see his face, and that's like, you know the kind of man my mate was. You know the kind of mate my mate was. Like he'd take him for the team. Sorry, just the raps. He'd take him for the fucking team. You know, he basically saved my life. You know, it's like, and he fucking died on me. You know what I mean? The best friend I've ever fucking had in my entire life. And here, I've many friends. None like him. Oh, fuck no. You know, and my mother loved him. You know, all my family love him. Still to this day, Bert is always going to be in the fucking, You know what I mean? I wish he was here, but he's not. And he's a big Man United fan, and it's like when football's back, we're gonna bring on a few people on the panel like that are football fans, Liverpool fans, Leeds fans, Man United fans, Tottenham fans, Celtic fans, Rangers fans. Uh, like I said, Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham, Arsenal. Everybody is welcome. It's like, but tonight I want to talk about music. And I'm going to bring a couple of people on to talk about the scene back then and exciting times and the funny times. Because look, for the last 6 years I've been screaming and bawling, and where's it got me? It's got me absolutely nowhere, right? You know, so like I said, this is YouTube, but STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER has a STREAMYARD too, and I need yous a fucking help. You know, I'm shouting out to people from Ballier to just come in and look, and it's going to be about different topics anytime I do a live, whether it be mental health awareness, whether it be alcohol and drug awareness, post-traumatic stress disorder awareness, bipolar awareness, schizophrenic awareness, as a collective, as a whole big module, mental health under one banner. On YouTube, a lot of us have one thing in common, and it's mental fucking health issues. And unless you confront your demons head on and tell the devil, fuck you, what you gonna do, and piss on him, you know, it's either that or quit. What other choice you have? And here, like I said, I have me mate beside me. I have me father up on the wall, me fucking little brother there, and I have a medal that me mother told me to go and seek out, and I fucking found it. And it's like, Ballyfermot Dublin 10, Cherry Orchard, is like the Helmand province in Afghanistan, right? If you can survive Cherry Orchard, you'll survive anywhere. You know, and do you know how I made friends up there? By punching them in the fucking face. Knuckles collapsed there. I fucking hit more targets, trust me. But when I first moved up, that's how I made friends. You know, because I moved up to a fucking housing estate on Ritalin. You know, and I had a little bit more stamina, so if you punch me in the face, I'm gonna fucking do it to you a few more times. You're not making a dickhead out of me. Here, I've just moved up here. If I let you fucking away with hitting me every fucking time you see me, you think you're gonna take a liberty? No fucking chance. You know, treat people how you want to be treated. Stay humble before you're humbled. You understand? Because you get people that have egos. Now, where I'm from, back home, here, never mind the ego, it's the reputation. Fuck the ego. Form is temporary, class is permanent. And there's a few lads up there that don't need egos. Some friends, some family members, they don't need clarity or permission. You know, and they say it with conviction. Say it for what it is. A spade's a fucking spade. Right? Treat people how you want to be treated. You know, and if other people are trying to share awareness about a topic like drug addiction, alcohol addiction, mental health issues, they go hand in hand. And like I said, there's a lot of guys on YouTube that are survivors. You know what I mean? And never give up the fight. You can't. You have two fucking choices. You either get on with it or you quit. You know, and I have people around me all the fucking time that will not let me do that. So anyway, like I said, music was my first love. And football comes fifth or somewhere in there. But like I said, my father up there on the wall, Daniel MacDonald, Beaumont Hospital Radio has the technology and Danny. Be my father, Danny MacDonald Sr., Daniel MacDonald Jr. Yeah? And me dad got a fucking 13-year-old boy's heart called Daniel. Now, if you think that's a coincidence, that's up to you, but it's not. It's a fucking miracle, that's what it is. Anyway, tonight I'm gonna come on to talk about music. I'm gonna answer a few fucking messages I have on Messenger. And we'll see tonight. Like I said, regardless whether it's me on my own, as normal, or me and someone else, but you're just gonna have to see. But I'm gonna end this live, right? But come here, you still have your man in your life, yeah? Don't wait for it to be your birthday or a fucking occasion to get a bunch of flowers or a box of chocolates or an appreciation card. Ma, thanks for having me. Because when your mother dies, you'll be fucking sorry you didn't buy them flowers and didn't listen to me. It's like fucking hell. Your mother is the most important woman in your life, or your gran. And my granny was tough, 'cause she married a soldier, you see. And some of my uncles went on to be soldiers. Engineer, mechanic, carpenter. They all have a skill set, right? Engineer, my Uncle Jamesy, he could take apart a motorbike, a trike, you fucking name it. And they used to build them sand buggies, dune buggies, to go out in Sandy Mount Flats. Like, go out when the tide's out, fucking there. But, like I said, tonight, guys, it's fucking strictly music. And I want to shout out to Yowzer Tyndall. I want to shout out to Luke Gilligan. I want to shout out to Pablo, Stevie, Chopper, Donny, loads of yous, right? But listen, football talk can wait. I want to talk about music. I want to talk about the good times that people remember. I want to get people to come on here and just tell a story. And like I said, you'd be surprised. And like I said, funny times. You've seen me at my worst for 6 years, right? And it's all escalated and it's all come down to this. And I believe in myself. And I don't need anyone to tell me I cannot do something or I am beneath them. Because if you tell me that, you just give me a bit of motivation. Like I said, here, people lie, articles don't. Me dad, here, done that, on his fucking day off. He worked Monday to Saturday on his fucking day off. He come into this radio station, you know why? Because he knew there was people that were dying. That sent in requests, a little fucking song for an old lady that has cancer or leukemia and she's in the world of pain. But my dad plays a fucking record and it puts a smile on her face. Well then my dad's done this job already, But I just put a little few things together. Me little studio, it's not much, but shout out to Jimmy the Gent for the canvases. But like I said, we're gonna have a try tonight, guys, okay? Like I said, I'd fuck up a picnic. But like I said, I have me little game chair, I have me little studio. And it's like one thing I know about is music. So, like I said here, myself and my best friend will be back on here tonight at 6 o'clock to talk about dance music in Dublin, the Asylum sites, the Olympic. If you've ever been to one of them places, you are welcome. Right, Jude McDonald's on them doing good a meal of good for coming in. Kate meal for you. Yeah, honestly, Jude McDonald's on them doing Cunnasatar too. Down your Vale, down Honduras, Uskal Honduras, good a meal of good. Erin Gabra, Saoirse, Chucky Arla, and we will be back at 6 o'clock tonight, la. Boom, I'm away. God bless, guys. See you at 6 o'clock.